Greetings and welcome back everyone to the Warbirds tournament. I am your host, Chromoid, filling in for Confident Bottle, and today we are going to be watching the fight between the Deadly Whiskers, made by none other than Xionyx, of course. Who else? Who else would submit a hamster ship? And the ever colorful Killer Bee, submitted by... Oh, hold on a second. Sorry, I don't remember your name. I gotta write this stuff down. Oh yes, Menti. I'm sorry. Yes, Menti is the one who submitted the Killer Bee. That's what I get for recording late at night. Anyway, these two designs are going to face off against each other for a spot to move on in the tournament. This will be best 2 out of 3. And the loser is eliminated. Winner moves on. Alright, gentlemen, on your mark, get set, dogfight. Xionyx. Xionyx. I'm pretty sure the hamster is supposed to fly. I could be wrong. We'll give him a chance to see if he can get out of his little tunnel mode here. Meanwhile, the Killer Bee is getting ready to lay down the hurt on the submerged hamster. Why would you make it? Okay, there it is. Okay, it's taken off. I don't know why it does that, and now it's going straight up. Oh, this is classy. I want to watch the Killer Bee, but I'm also kind of trying to figure out what the hamster's doing here. Okay, it levels off. All right, where are we at right now? We are finding the upper end of where they're allowed to be, 200, 300. Oh, the hamster is over the limit, and now it's coming down. Okay. Gosh, that's I'll get rid of this GUI in a second. I'm just trying to make sure these guys don't go over, because that's grounds for immediate disqualification. Nope, we're good. Okay, back to the fight. The hamster. I get the feeling Xionyx was not being completely serial when he submitted this thing. I mean, it's classy. I mean, look at this thing. He's even got the little pink nose and the red mouth. That's just perfect. He's got it all. But the thing just can't. It just can't. That's all. It can't. Little pink feet. It's adorable, but that is much more practical and deadly than the hamster. I think the only deadly thing here is the killer that's in the house. The bee, the mighty bee hunting down its very fuzzy prey. I'm sorry. I'm trying to commentate seriously here. This is just cracking me up. The hamster is just trucking. This texture thing is screwing with my filming here. It's very unhappy. I want to see both of them. Oh well. There's the bee. That's a lot of guns on the bee. Those guns on the hamster are huge. If it could actually get turned around, it might have a chance, but I don't think it can, guys. I just think we're going to watch a bee sting the butt of a hamster for 15 minutes until hamster gives up and quits. Oh no. But that's a spectacular aesthetic design. Xionyx, that's beautiful. I think it is Xionyx. I'm pretty sure that's who made this. I'm sorry if I'm getting the names wrong. I've got to start writing this stuff down. But yeah, it's a beautiful hamster. Unfortunately, the bee does not seem to think so, because it keeps firing these sabot rounds into the backside of the hamster, and the hamster is not appreciating it, I don't think. Yep, well, it's not doing anything. I'm wrong, actually. Those are not sabot. Those seem to be timed flak shells. Well, I mean, I mean, the killer bee seems to be getting in shots. Not sure why they're not doing any damage. Maybe it's because the hamster is made almost entirely out of metal. Oh shoot, I did not check something. I might have to restart this recording. Killer bee, 97. Deadly whiskers, 99. Okay, no, they're good. Alright. I will cut that part of the video. Yeah, the bee is just flying along, stinging. Oh, okay, there goes a piece of the hamster. I'm calling it the hamster. I know it's the deadly whiskers. I'm sorry. I call it the hamster because that's what it is, doggone it. Look at him go. He can move. He can move. He's going. He's doing 50 meters per second. But the bee is more than capable of matching that, and seems to do a pretty good job of staying on its tail, both figuratively and literally here. We'll watch the bee for a bit here. See if we can watch it land a few more lucky shots like that last one. That was a really good hit earlier. Blew off a big chunk of the hamster's butt. So this is the reason why it's so awkward to commentate on things that have actual anatomy, because stuff like this happens. Literally stinging it in the butt. That's, yep. Okay. That's a thing now. And these guys are all over the place. The last episode I recorded, the last two, have been very, concentric. They do a lot of turn fighting. The planes stay pretty close together. These two are just kind of wandering all over Netter. Netter. I'm sorry. I can't English at night either. Just slowly but surely poking the hamster. Still at 99%. At this rate, the killer bee is almost certainly going to win. I don't see the hamster having any chance of actually getting around and turning its guns on the killer bee. It's just too clumsy. It gives just enough turning to keep the bee on its toes and make it very hard for the bee to stay on target for long. But, I mean, still, at this rate, it's just going to be 15 minutes of this until the hamster eventually just falls out of the sky. Probably missing a good part of its gray furry butt, but oh well. I'm not the one who made it awkward. Psionics is. And Menti. I guess Menti's to blame for this too. Ah, good. Yeah, I got the blocky texture off both of them for a little bit. This is happy. Somebody please shoot something. There he goes. Oh, point blank. Ooh. I'm gonna get up here. That looked very close. Could just be me, but that looked like that came very close because those detonations were right in front of the cannons. So maybe we'll see some good action in just a second. If only to see the killer bee deliver the ultimate sting by face planting into the rump of that hamster. That would be funny. That would be worth my time watching. The hamster. The hamster is off to see its grandmother over up in the Twin Guard territory, I think. Heck, I don't know which direction we're heading. We might be off the edge of the map for all I know. Nope, still in Arrowick. Oh well. Oh, I am so sorry. I just missed that. It looks like the killer bee has decided to get too friendly with the rear end of the hamster, and thus the hamster, by firing nary a shot, has managed to win the match. I can't make this up, guys. I just watched a match be won by a hamster. A flying hamster. And it's not even phased. Look at that. It's 98%. The impact did almost no damage. Psionics. I guess you knew what you were doing when you named it the Deadly Whiskers. Well, round 1 to the Deadly Whiskers. We'll get on with round 2 in just a minute here. See ya. And we are back once more with round 2 of the Killer Bee versus the Deadly Whiskers. I don't know what to expect for this match, so let's just get started and see what mayhem is caused this time. Let's see if I want to see if the Whiskers can actually stay aloft this time from the get-go. Last time it did. Oh no, it did. Oh no, no. It's gonna do its little customary dive beforehand. Well, that gives the Killer Bee plenty of time to set up in the same exact position as before by going up above the limited line. Okay. Both these designs have a very unorthodox starting initialization routine here. Oh, you better get out. You better get down from there, Sonny Jim. You can't be up this high. Pretty sure. Give me a second. Nope, 307. You need to come down. Okay, he's coming down. All right, cool. I'm all about giving people a fair chance to, start off right, I mean, the Whiskers went underwater. The Killer Bee went about 10 meters above the ceiling for the tournament. I'm not going to split hairs over that. Start of the match. If they do it consistently afterwards, Hamster, I'm looking at you. Yeah, that's not what you're supposed to do. There we go. Okay. Yeah, they can stay at a relatively set height after they start. That's fine with me. Well, folks, strap in. Looks like it's going to be another long bee chase. I really feel like the Killer Bee could win this very easily if it could just stay locked on to that Hamster the Deadly Whiskers for any amount of time. But it only seems to be able to get these momentary bursts of fire off, and some of them do hit, but it's just not enough. That's a very, very tanky Hamster. Deadly Whiskers is very well built. Whatever else it may lack in agility, that's really what it suffers from. I mean, it flies very nicely once it finishes burrowing underwater, then jumping up into space. It does very well. And the Killer Bee had the misfortune. I think this is a combination of the Hamster being very, very tanky and the Killer Bee being primarily made to take on wooden targets. That flak would be absolutely devastating. I don't know if it's flak or HE, but either way, it's explosive. It would be very devastating to wooden craft like the Mark I Heavy fighter that we saw in the last episode, or 2 episodes ago. I can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, against something with 10 armor and a lot more health than a regular wood block, those explosive rounds are not going to do anything. I fear. Oops, sorry about that. I mean, they could. We saw him blow chunks off of it once in the last round, but it's just not enough. He has to have consistent shots coming in far more regularly than he has right now, and it's just not able to get those shots off. Still, I'm not counting the Bee out just yet. I mean, it only lost the last match because it tried to kiss the butt of the... Just forget the last 10 seconds happened. It tried to... I can't think of a good way to say this now. These mental images will never leave my mind. Scarred for life. Oh well. Just carry on. Well, now they're going separate. Oh, will this be the Whiskers' chance to shine? Nope. No, I don't think it will. But it would be cool if it could turn around just once. Just once. I don't know why it doesn't want to finish its turn. Oh, there's more blocks. Well, all that paint chipping eventually just did in a couple of those blocks and they decided to leave. What is it knocking off? Oh no. Oh, what did it shoot? Has it been hitting the tail planes in the Whiskers? What's it been knocking out? I don't know what just happened, ladies and gentlemen, but the Deadly Whiskers has plummeted into the ocean. I'm gonna give it a few minutes here and see seconds here, and see if it can get out. like it did at the start. I don't think that's the case this time. It's flown too deep. It's leveling out a bit. No, no. Oh, it's going to impact the ground. Oh, the bits and pieces coming off. Terrain damage might do more than the killer bee did. Yeah, already down to 98%. It's just slamming itself into everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have the end of a match. I'm going to let this go on up and just see if that helps anything, because I know those deadly blades don't have any up fraction to them, so they aren't going to lift it on their own. And maybe this is what it needs to get out of the water. No, it looks like the answer is the whiskers cannot lift itself up out of the water. I don't know what happened. Something suddenly got imbalanced. That last blast, we saw a couple of blocks fly out. And now it's getting hit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. The deadly whiskers has fallen into the ocean for whatever reason. I'm assuming a shot from the killer bee knocked something critical off and unbalanced it, and well, that's it. This match is over, and we're going to a third one. Killer bee won, deadly whiskers won. What do you know? See you in a minute. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last round of the deadly whiskers versus the killer bee. With nothing more to be said, here we go. Let's see what happens. Last time, I'm rooting for you, deadly whiskers. I'm betting you can pull up. There you go. I will confess, I spawned them in a little higher this time. I was spawning them at ring height. It used to be ring height was 100 meters, and now it's like 50 or something. So, sorry about that. That's why they've been doing the thing where they plunge into the water. That was not intended. I don't think it really altered anything, unfortunately. We'll see. If it did, I might have to restart this whole stinking fight. No, it didn't change anything. The deadly whisker still cannot bring its guns to bear before the killer bee manages to come around behind it. And so the cycle continues. Although it almost got on target there. And speaking of on target, yeah, we're good. 200, and it's coming down. Well, we'll sit here for another 20 minutes and see if we can find ourselves a winner in this match. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call this fight. It has been an hour of recording for me, and so far, just no damage has been done. We're still at 100% on both craft. I'm going to give this match, the deciding match, to the killer bee, simply because it's actually been able to put ordnance downrange onto the deadly whiskers, which has done nothing but fly around and look pretty. I hate to do it this way. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but I'm falling asleep here watching this. So yeah, very sorry, Zyonix. Your beautiful flying hamster never once got to fire its guns in anger. Although I'm not sure that's what it wanted to do. I think it wanted a peaceful solution, and it's got it. Unfortunately, peace always loses. I mean, what? That's not right. No. Oh, in this case, it is. And you were here for carnage. You didn't give us carnage, and so you're out. Congratulations to Menti. You have won by attrition. Oh, and yeah, that's a. Okay, we'll count that. I give you. Oh, where is it, ladies and gentlemen? I give you witness that the killer bee is indeed doing the damages. It's a small corner of the deadly whiskers being blown off. That's all it's been able to do. That metal hull is magnificent. Unfortunately, Menti decided to go with a very, very material-specific shell in his guns. It didn't vary them or anything, so yeah, that's just how it goes. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed. I'm probably going to edit a lot of this out. But there it is. Killer Bee versus Deadly Whiskers. The winner is Killer Bee. That's it. I've been Chromoid, your host for the Warbirds tournament, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.